So thinking about direction fields, that's going to come into play where maybe I give you a derivative, or rather a differential equation. So maybe I say that y prime is equal to 2x minus y squared. And then I could give you some particular points to plot our slope vectors, or now that we've got some language of 8.2, we could be talking about those direction vectors. In the context of 7.3, because we hadn't talked about vectors yet, we were just talking about plotting slopes. So if I specified some points to plot slopes at, maybe I would give x and y coordinates, and then our slope. So if I specified that I wanted you to plot the slopes at 0, 0, 1, 1, and 2, -1. So to find the slopes, I know that my y prime is dy dx, which means it's the slope of the tangent line at that point. So that's the slope we're looking for. So I'd be plugging in the point 0, 0. 0 for x, 0 for y would give me a slope of 0. And that slope of 0 means that at the origin, let me do this maybe in a different color. We'll see if it gets too smeary. At the origin, I'd have a little bit of a flat slope. At the point 1, 1, if I plug in 1 for x and 1 for y, my slope would be 1. So at the point 1, 1, I would draw in a slope that has a rise of 1 and a run of 1. If I were at the point 2, -1, plugging in 2 for x and -1 for y, I'd get a slope of 3. So at the point 2, -1, I should have a slope of +3. So if that's a slope of 1, the slope down here would need to look steeper. So that's one way that we might get asked a question about a direction field. The other thing that we might get asked in the context of a direction field is we might be given a direction field and have to plot a particular solution. So if I were given a direction field, and I'm going to keep it boring so I can draw it quickly. So maybe I'm given some sort of direction field, and I'm told that our initial condition, so when t equals 0, we're standing at the point -1, 1, and then I might be asked to sketch the solution curve. So I'm going to come to the graph and I'm going to find -1, 1. So that's going to be about here, and then I'm going to use that slope field to think about, if I follow this, and this is the tangent line of the curve I'm standing on, sort of what curve would this trace out? So in this case, maybe I'm going to do something kind of like this and like this. So that would be a particular solution curve for this initial condition.